Living in the present times comes with undeniable challenges, and there's a growing concern that these challenges may worsen over time. Economic experts have been sharing strategies to navigate these difficult periods. Given the widespread fears of recession, in this video, there are strategies such as investment options to safeguard oneself and even potentially thrive financially once a recession arrives. Robert Kiyosaki's insights. Robert Kiyosaki, known for his book Rich Dad Poor Dad, demonstrated his financial insight by accurately predicting the Lehman Brothers downfall in 2008. This event established his credibility as a commentator on financial matters. Even Kiyosaki's accuracy in predicting global economic trends, such as his recent forecast concerning major U.S. bank failures, further emphasizes his credibility. As he makes new predictions, it's wise to listen. Unfortunately, his latest predictions are less optimistic. He suggests a global economic downturn, emphasizing the danger of inflation causing a crisis surpassing last year's. He highlights troubling trends such as declining real estate and the onset of job layoffs. Recently, Kiyosaki sounded alarm bells, emphasizing the risk of depression, hyperinflation, all while predicting the impending fall of the US dollar. His outlook depicted a world on the edge where it is a path towards a global downturn, a graver scenario than a global depression. His tweet showed his concerns. What is worse than a Great Depression? A global economic downturn. Unfortunately, we are experiencing a global downturn. As the world encountered a rough landing, bad news are bankruptcy, unemployment, homelessness soar, retirement's gone. Good news are bargains and sales everywhere where silver, gold, and bitcoins are priceless. Kiyosaki conveyed his belief that the current state is just a brief pause on the path towards a global depression. He stressed that a global downturn is the eventual destination. Adding a surprising twist, he showed his enthusiasm for the situation. He admitted that thinking about the future stirred his excitement, even to the point of arousal. His outlook is fueled by the expectation of numerous bargains emerging. Despite being called a pessimist, he considered himself an optimist due to his focus on the potential for advantageous opportunities. The difference in Kiyosaki's reaction might seem confusing, but his optimism about potential market openings isn't cold-hearted. His enthusiasm doesn't stem from a lack of empathy. Rather, he genuinely cares about the repercussions, recognizing the unfortunate possibility of children facing hardships due to their parents' joblessness. His approach reflects a mix of realism and calculated optimism. Along with his forecast, Kiyosaki offers survival strategies for the upcoming recession. The goal is not just surviving but emerging financially stronger. Impacts of living through a recession. Experiencing a recession offers a perspective only known to those who've lived through it. Someone may reflect this reality, recounting a shift in their family's dynamics. Someone from their family may have been laid off from work and caused persistent sadness. This paints a vivid picture of how economic struggle can manifest emotionally. This transition brought fear and uncertainty, reshaping their home and environment. Those stories prompt empathy for others who face similar challenges during recessions. Some encountered milder hardships, while others endured even greater difficulties. For those untouched by such experiences, the chances of knowing someone who has are high. A recession becomes a shared challenge, disrupting the ability to afford essential needs. The simple aspiration of dignity and affordability are not unreasonable desires, especially given governmental promises to meet citizens' basic requirements. However, disillusionment can grow when the gap between promises and reality widens, raising questions about the government's accountability to its constituents. Reassessing reliance on government. Robert Kiyosaki's constant message is clear. Relying on government support often leads to disappointment. This sentiment is not confined to just one country. It is a global reality. Government's promises for citizens' welfare are scrutinized, revealing a truth. They might not genuinely prioritize their people's well-being. Robert's own experiences highlights this. His family struggles inspired him to forge a different path, seizing control over the circumstances. Like Robert, everyone can be proactive in the face of adversity, steering their future and asserting control over their life's direction. The idea of not relying on the government's promises is highlighted. Instances like households struggling with pensions and homeless veterans show government failures, ruining the trust. Robert's recent critique of the Federal Reserve reflects his consistent stance, as its decisions worsen daily challenges. He criticized interest rates hikes, aiming to trigger a chain reaction that crashes markets, real estate, and the dollar, leading to a massive derivatives market crash. During these discussions, the global economy had surpassed $100 trillion in 2022, but growth is predicted to stall in 2023 due to high borrowing costs and rising inflation. Robert's skepticism extends beyond individual institutions, such as Treasury, the Federal Reserve, and the government administrations. He believes they contribute to the US dollar's decline. His unique perspective is how these decisions impact the world. Unlike a century ago, today's interconnectedness means a US economic collapse affects everyone globally. Strategies: precious metals and Bitcoin investment. Robert Kiyosaki, while often presenting a bear outlook, offers practical guidance. Despite warnings of bankruptcies, unemployment, and homelessness, he introduces a ray of hope for investors during tough times. He identifies the worst form of depression as a global economic downturn, a situation the world currently faces. Yet, he reveals a silver lining, a market filled with bargains. Silver, gold, and cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are highlighted as affordable assets, potentially providing support during economic challenges. Robert's advice is clear. Gold, silver, and Bitcoin are important assets. He consistently advocates for buying gold and silver, even at prices as low as $30. For example, he points out that assets like silver eagles, buffaloes, and bars are attainable at around $20 to $25 each. These are practical investments available to many, particularly during a global economic decline. He sees gold and silver as God's money, and crypto, such as Bitcoin, as the people's money. He's skeptical about traditional currencies, like the dollar, and promotes investing in tangible assets to counter devaluation risk. By placing his savings in gold and silver, Robert safeguards against inflation erosion, positioning himself to profit during a market crisis. However, not everyone quickly embraces his advice due to trust in the familiar, like the dollar's strength. Yet, continuous money printing threatens devaluation, a reality overlooked by those expecting a dollar recovery. Robert's insights offer an alternative path to navigate uncertainties, empowering individuals to make informed financial decisions. Wealth accumulation during economic crisis. Robert envisions a future where holders of gold, silver, and Bitcoin are poised to gain substantial wealth as the Federal Reserve adjusts its strategy and triggers the creation of vast quantities of currency. His projections entail gold reaching $3,800 and silver hitting $70 in the current year. He attributes this anticipated surge to the stock market's impact on these precious metals. His straightforward assessment is that as the Federal Reserve lowers interest rates, those who possess silver and gold will find themselves smiling while others face disappointment. Robert's philosophy revolves around the importance of today in shaping tomorrow. He emphasizes on acting now rather than waiting for the future. He advises seizing buying opportunities, suggesting that if the Federal Reserve continues to raise interest rates, the strength of the dollar could lower gold, silver, and Bitcoin prices, making them more affordable. On the flip side, a change in the Federal Reserve's direction, like England's recent move, could lead to positive outcomes for investors. Robert's passionate appeals highlight the importance of personal responsibility. He clarifies that he doesn't gain from followers purchasing silver coins. Instead, his motive is to assist people in navigating financial uncertainty, driven by genuine empathy. His concern for those facing rising living costs fuels his advocacy for informed financial decision-making. As the video concludes, the message is clear. Individuals possess the means to shape their destinies. The call to action is to seize the available opportunities and secure one's financial future. The sentiment is shown in this statement. Don't let it slip through your hands. Get some coins today. It serves as a reminder that taking an action now can lead to a more secure tomorrow. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe for more financial content. Leave us a comment down below if you want to share your thoughts or even tips on how to survive recession. Thank you for watching. Stay financially woke.